art. First of all, I'd have to say awareness of life. I would say awareness of life in its three dimensions: symbolic, the real, and the virtual.
Okay, you're imitating Lacan as filtered through Zizek.
I have to start
and
somewhere.
It's the imaginary, the symbolic, and the real.
The imaginary, the symbolic, and the real. No, the virtual's in there too. He says virtual a lot. His virtual is fantasy.
Okay. What we're looking for here is YouTube bait.
Okay, so what an artist needs is creativity and skill. They go hand in hand together. First you have to have the skill, and then you have to learn how to use that skill in a creative manner.
Don't worry, as you grow more comfortable in front of the camera, you'll discover that you do have things to say.
It's important to start at the beginning. In the beginning, God created. There you have it. As artists, we create. The most profound activity that a human being can engage in, to create. So what does that mean? You take something that was not there before, and now it exists. You transform the mundane, everyday human stuff, and it becomes sacred through that transformation of art. Those flowers that you paint will wither and die and be gone, but your painting will last for hundreds of years. So you have captured a moment in time. And that moment is now. 21st century man. What were we like? We wore bow ties. We wore neckties. We had flower gardens. We had pots. We had everything that is like mundane is going to pass away. But that's what we'll be remembered for, is our,
Whale painting.
the trivia. So if you were to gone from the earth for eons and eons, and then you saw time in this big loop, you could find your time just based on your recollection of what it looked like at that moment when you existed at that moment in time. Now I know this sounds virtual, but the virtual shall become real. So does the real become symbolic? No. Symbolic, as I remember, the symbolic is kind of, it's like the low level. It's the thing kids learn first, how to symbolize everything. It's the great achievement of the human mind, to be able to symbolize. And when they come to art class, first thing I do is take a sledgehammer and slice through all that symbolism to get them to see the world as real, not as symbolic.
Do you think that's what Lacan meant? So sort of like Lacan and Piaget filtered through Zizek, filtered through Zardoz?
Yeah. How'd you know?